My name is Isatou Ceesay from the Gambia, and I'm an environmental activist working with women and youths.
Isatou, could you tell me about your work, please?
Yes, I'll be very happy to share with you the work that I'm doing back in the Gambia. I work with women empowerment, and I work with environment. I work with children, especially girls. I work with disabled because they are part of the world. So I'm really happy to work with them. I am very happy to hear that question, and it makes me so happy and so glad to share how I started. To be honest with you, I am from the Gambia, from a village called Njau in Central River Region, and it is in a rural community. And I was a young girl who was living there, and I know how it was difficult for women to be educated, especially when you are from the rural community. And I really look at my environment and I see there are a lot of ways that is not properly managed. And people, they don't have really understanding of how to protect our environment. And I feel like this is a problem that needs to be addressed. And I am really I want to be part of who are going to advocate and share our knowledge with people who are not really having the understanding on how to protect it and how to take great care of it. So I really started when I was very young, and I feel like if we let it go, the next generation, they will really suffer. And I believe on working so hard and very clean, work, so that when we are leaving this world, we are going to hand over to the young one something that very clear and easy to move on. So that's how I started. I started working with my community because I believe on starting small and grow big. So when I started it, so many people, they were thinking that it will never work because I don't have money. I am very young and I'm not well educated. But I said I want to prove them wrong. It's not about money, it's not about age, it's about passionate. It's about your heart, your belief and your commitment. And all of what I listed is in my heart. And I believe that as long as that is in my heart, and God is always around me, and I have a clean heart for the world, I believe that there is nothing that can stop me. So that gives me energy every time, and it wakes me up every morning. And whenever I wake up, I have a lot of heart to deliver. And thank God today, I'm making a difference.
Isatou, could you tell me about the initiatives that you've started and established, please?
Yeah, I will be very happy to share, Sabeena, about the initiative that I have started. I am the one who started it because I believe it. I believe that women can make a difference. And it was not, people were not believing that it will work. But it works very well, and women can really make a difference. And the name of the organization, I named it after women, because I was really working so hard with women. And I named it Women Initiative Gambia. That's the name of my organization. And what we do, we try to empower women and youth through environmental activities, like collecting waste, training communities, training schools on how the understanding of the most important part, the important part of proper waste management. We do a lot of trainings with women groups, we do a lot of training with offices, we do a lot of training with schools, so that at the end of the day, both of us will stand very strong to make sure that the changes happen, because together we can make it. And also I do a lot of entrepreneurship training, because even before my initiative, women, Gambian women and globally women of the whole world, they are working so hard to do different businesses. But I realized that in my country, the women, they work so hard, but they get little. So I believe that I have to really see how best I can support them, so that at the end of the day, they will see the benefit of what they're doing. So I give them a lot of training on how to start a small business and how to make it grow. And then with that, I believe that in my culture, there are a lot of cultural beliefs that we have, and it hinders our education, especially women. And I feel like I have to, tip in some of my, experience of how to build their capacity as a young woman, and how to give them motivation, so that at the end of the day, they will believe themselves, and they believe that without education, they cannot make any better life. So I formed that chapter within my organization, because I believe that even if my organization is working so hard, making a lot of changes with the elderly people, if the young one is not part of it, there is no future. So that is why I feel like, women, especially girls, they are not well supported to my expectation, and I believe that they need to be supported. That is why I really engage them and I work with them. Every year I try to make sure that I have summer camp where I have the young girls from school, and then we be together for a week and share ideas, and then I will invite experienced women to come and talk to them about their challenges and how they overcome their challenges to become where they are. That will definitely motivate them. And also we talk about issues that we think women cannot do, because we believe that women cannot do like welding work, electrical work, other works, because we have a division in terms of, job opportunities. But with my organization, we said no, as long as we are healthy, and then we have our 5 common sense working very well, we can do whatever we want to do. It's about us. Whatever we believe we can do, definitely with God's power we can do it. So that's why when we have the summer camp, we try to give them motivation, build their confidence, and show them what women can do in different worlds. That will definitely give them, comfortable environment for them to be able to think about what they want to be doing when they finish their education, which is really good and very powerful. And at the same time, I look around and I see that there are a lot of disabled women who are on the road. They do begging, and they are not happy in their lives. And I said, why? Because they are part of us when I'm talking about women. So that is why I grab them and I bring them to my wall and see what we can do together. And to be honest with you, the disabled women, they are one of the best within my organization, and I really trust them, because I work with them for a year now. I did not have money to support them, but I have the moral. I have the motivation that they need. Come together with me, come together in my office, come to my office and we interact together. They interact with the other women, and they have the love from other women and myself. It's give them real life. So I believe if we have more support to be able to have resources to give them trainings on different skills, their life will be look better, and at the same time they will contribute towards the development of the nation. And also I looked at the way people, using the environment in my country. I believe that, it's not something that they want to do, but that is the limit of their education and understanding of the forest. So I also do some trainings with the communities and the women, especially the women, because within my waste collection, there are a lot of waste that I come across, and I think, with my skills, together with my team, we think that we can turn it into, charcoal, whereby it can replace the normal charcoal that my community are using. We were not believing it, but after we use granite cells, coconut cells, and any dry leaves, we combine them together and then make charcoal out of that. And we tested cooking with it, and it works the same as the normal charcoal use. We believe that it can be, a replacement for the charcoal burning in the Gambia, and we are working so hard to see how best we can limit using the forest. And I believe they need to know what the forest means to us, because without a healthy forest, we cannot have a better life. And then these are the messages that we take to communities for them to know, and then knowing that it really make them to regret why they were using too much of the forest, cutting the trees, because they were using as their income sources. But after we give them a lot of training about the side effects of cutting the trees, it's really minimized, and we are making our own charcoal from the waste, and people are using it for cooking. And at the same time, I do a lot of advocacy generally for the waste management that I'm doing, which over the years I started working on it. As I said, I have the heart and the passion. Having money, it will make my movement faster. Without the money, I will move slowly. I'm still moving slowly, but I really want to move faster. If I have any organization or any partner who can be joining together with us in one way or the other, it will really give us fast movement to be able to serve Gambia and out of the Gambia, because we have all what it takes. We have the know-how to share, a better practice that will going to give us a better life. So I think these are some of the messages. And also we work with schools. And we are trying to make sure that all the schools that we are working, or all the schools in the Gambia, we will definitely make sure that we try to make environmental club. And the reason why we are trying to make the environmental club is they need to know what is coming up. They need to know the warning of the global, problems that is coming related to, waste management. They need to know about the climate change. They need to know about what is coming up, so that they will be really prepared for it. And we believe that if we want to do that, we have to work with both sides, male, female, particularly the young ones, because they are the one who is going to handle the next generation, and they need to know what are the problems that is in front of them, and if they come across with that, how they are going to handle it, and how they are going to, take care of themselves in a better life.
Isatou, could you tell me what you enjoy the most about your work, please?
Thank you very much, Sabeena. All the questions that you asked me, they are very, very, very important to me. But this one is the most important part of all the questions that you gave me, because I enjoy all parts of my work to maximum, but I really enjoy, being together with the poor women like myself, and then remember where I started. And also there is something that I always want to share with people. It's very important to, experience poverty. If you experience poverty and you move to that level, to another level, you will be able to, you always want to look down to see who is underneath, who is in the same position where you were, and then you will have the heart and the feeling to support that person, because you know how it tastes. But it's very difficult if you never taste it, and it's always different if you never taste it. And I tasted very well, because as I said earlier, I am from the poor of the poorest within my country, and I believe that my life is my life. Together with my family, I have to work so hard to make sure that I change it and change the other part of my friends or families or neighbors. And that is what I did. So coming back to your question, I really enjoy, Sabeena, being in a community, do assessment to know how the community look like. It's something that I enjoy, because it's a measurement to know how the level of income that the community have and what are their weaknesses. And knowing their weaknesses, and it match with what I'm doing, empowering women and youths and the community at large. I started something with the community. After 3 months of activities, I come back to the community to measure the impact that I make. When I listen to the women, the smile that they're giving me, the happiness that they're giving me, it's so touched to me. I enjoy it, because every single day it wakes me up, and when I'm working with them, I feel like I'm making a difference. And whatever happened, meeting the women, the poor women, and you know that they are really suffering in terms of poverty, but still they will give you the smile, they will give you the welcoming, and they're ready to share with you whatever they have. Those are the real part that I really enjoy. And then being in a community and find kids who don't go to school. because of poverty. They have no support, especially girl childs. And I work so hard, not much money, but with techniques together with the communities and my team that I'm working with, and we send that girl child to school. After a few months, I come back and find that child in school, and she's happy. She feels good about what she's doing. It's something that I really enjoy. And also I work with communities to look at how their landfill look like, how the environment look like when I'm assisting getting newly into the community. With my little experience, share with them about a better waste management, share with them about the importance of growing trees, share my experience with them, the importance of, having vegetable gardens. After 2 months, 3 months, and I come back, weighing the children who are, very low weight, and women who are pregnant and they don't have nutrition in their body. So I come back again and I find that they have a very beautiful garden at their backyards. And we do cooking demonstration with them. When I come back with another nurse or a doctor, and we do the weighing, and I see that their weight is going up, and they are all happy. They have trees around their homes, and they know the importance of growing trees. And their environment is well clean, and they start recycling to produce products. It makes me so good. Because whenever I see this, I feel that the world is moving to better level. So it's always make me feel good. So these are the things that I really enjoy. And also being in a group of disabled who were on the street begging. Today I be with them, and they are making some keychains, they are making soap, they are making recycling. And at the end of the day, I come back with people who have little money to support them to buy their products. And they buy their products and hand over money to them. And they talk about how they are going to use their monies back home to support their families. It makes me so good. It makes me feel so good. So these are the things that I really feel, so happy when I see it. And it can make me spend the whole day, the rest of my life, supporting this type kind of people. So I'm calling the whole world, wherever they are, whatever they have, being cash or kind, I really want to have a lot of feedback on what I'm doing and how can I make it better. Because I think the world needs this type of services. Because wherever you go, there are people who are sitting in a rural area where nobody knows where they are, and they need support. And community development work, that is what is going to take you there. Because when you are reading community development, it tells you what are the needs of the communities and how can you identify the needy people. Everybody needs support, but we prioritize them. So I'm so glad also that I have the opportunity to send myself to school, support myself after my parents do whatever they can do, to support myself to read development and environment. Because I can always say that my field is the best. I always feel proud to say that, because I am always in touch with people who need my service, and even talking to them, it makes them feel good. So to be honest, I can, express my happiness, of the part of the pieces that I'm doing from one, from the whole day without stop talking. So to be honest with you, Sabeena, I'm so happy about what I'm doing. Thank you very much, Sabeena. My future plan is just, going back to what I was doing, what I was talking about, to see more women leaders in the world. Because I think, especially in Africa, because I think it's really lacking. And I really want to see that, women are empowered in terms of education. I want to see that, especially the special need women, what we call the disabled, they are also, empowered so that they can be part of the decision-making platform. And I also want to see that, children are really sensitized about, what is coming up. They need to know. And I also want to see more women, participate in any part of, development, because, to be honest with you, women are really people who committed and committed, and they believe themselves and they believe on working and development. So if we have them in any development platform, I always have like confidence that it will move for sustainability. Yes, men are working so hard, but they need partners, because we are partners, and that is why God put us together, always men and women together. So we have to believe that part of it, and then make sure that we act towards that. So whatever development that is going on, I really want to see that women are participating very well, and especially youths also, they are part of it. Because if we have that kind of selection, I really have confidence that sustainable development will continue, and that is what we need in any aspect of development. Because if you have that kind of selection, there will be no way where we cannot go to where we want to go, in any level that we want to go in terms of development, because we have a team, and together we can make it happen. I really need support in either caste or kind, because as I said, my work, if you listen to what I'm saying, you think it's too much, but I'm working with 4 projects. And these 4 projects, they are connected. I started with waste management. With the waste management and recycling, I understand that we cannot work without a good health. And we cannot have good health if we don't have a good food. So that's where we think about the nutrition, program, working with women on nutrition. And also, as long as we are working with the women and we think about nutrition, and we feel that with the waste management, we realize that our forest is starting going, and then we talk about climate change. And we want people to, reduce the way they're using the forest for, because obviously we have to cook. And then in Gambia, we use firewood and charcoal. So we cannot say, no, don't touch the forest anymore, but you have to, use it with handle and care. In a sense that, whatever you find a dead, tree, we can use it for cooking. And then if we want to burn it for charcoal, fine, we can do it. But we cannot cut trees that are alive, because they are there to protect our lives. And then with the waste management, we realize that we have some, material that we can turn into charcoal to minimize the usage of the forest. That is also connected with the environment program. And also we work with schools, and we do entrepreneurship training, because we cannot escape entrepreneurship, because we have already trained the women how to make products. And when they make the products, they have to enter in a circle of a business. So when they enter in that circle, they need to know about how to start it and how to manage it. So these are the activities that we are doing, and they are all linked in terms of development. When we talk about sustainable development, they are linked together. So we definitely need support, either caste or kind, and wherever the person is, and then have interest to support or have something to share with us. We are always open for partnership. We are always open for sharing, because we believe that together we can make the world to be a better place to live. And then one person cannot do it, 2 cannot do it. We have to be together. Together we are so powerful, and it's grow fast. So, we are in Gambia, working in the Gambia, but we are not only working in the Gambia. We are open to work in any country, because we believe that if we have this idea, it's an opportunity that we have to start it, and it works well. We definitely want to share with our neighbors and wherever they are. Anybody who have support, you're welcome to support us. My number is 718-7413. You can call, or 325-3435, or Isatou Ceesay 2002 at yahoo.com. Anybody can contact me, and then I'm always also ready to support anybody, wherever you are, if you have the funding. I can easily be from Gambia and then come to your country and give you services that you need, because I assign myself to work globally. So if I assign myself to work globally, I cannot disappoint myself. I'm always ready to do it. But we all have to look at how best we can do it, in terms of funding. Yes, I said that we have the heart to do it. That's the heart. But the heart cannot move us. We need something to move. That is the money. We need funding to move. So whoever have techniques of getting funds, whoever have funding, even if you have a little dollars or little dollars or whatever, is always better than none. We always want to see that program is moving, education is going on, because without good education, there is no future. So thank you very much for watching. If anybody have any comment, feedbacks, everybody is welcome, because this is a show that we open, and we have to chip in different ideas to be able to have a better idea that is going to use globally. Thank you very much for watching.